So we wanted a new Madrid 101, new Madrid earthquake 101. Anyways, yeah, the stuff that's going on in Green River Guy is fascinating to me. But really, the most dangerous part of the state is the new Madrid Seismic Zone. And like I mentioned earlier, you'll probably hear about that in the near future because we're coming up on the bicentennial of that. A lot of you are familiar with the New Madrid series of earthquakes that occurred in 1811, 1812. If you haven't heard about those, they occurred in northeast Arkansas as well as southeastern Missouri and affected many of the surrounding states. But anyway, they're some of the largest earthquakes ever to occur in the United States. Their magnitude was on the order of some controversy, but certainly up in the mid-sevens most likely. Initially, they thought they might have been 8 or more, but now they're thinking around maybe 7.7 might have been some of the larger ones. Anyways, so they're some of the largest ever in the United States. And back in 1811, 1812, but this was kind of a frontier area right here, so there weren't a lot of people that were affected by these earthquakes at that time. But certainly that things have changed these days. We've got some major cities around here, certainly Memphis and St. Louis, and up in northeastern Arkansas, Jonesboro. Those are all cities that, if these similar magnitude earthquakes would occur, then certainly that there'd be a serious, some devastation up in that area, not only to property, but also there'd be a lot of injuries and quite a few deaths as well. So it's a pretty serious situation based on a lot of the research that has gone on. The largest type earthquakes like those are probably only occur every several hundred years, and there's a little bit of controversy in the geologic community these days about how often these earthquakes might occur, and even if the new Madrid Seismic Zone may be shutting down and we maybe not see the large earthquakes again. That's what some geologists or seismologists have speculated. That's not the consensus among most geologists these days. We certainly think that certainly it's still a very dangerous fault zone. A zone of a weakness within the Earth. About 500 million years ago, the Earth tried to split apart that part of the continent apart and form something called a rift, and that rift is just a zone of weakness. It probably tried to split apart a couple of times in geologic history since that time as well. So it's just a zone of broken up rocks. It's somewhat weak, and the present day Earth stress field, the way it's oriented, is making that area active. It's just the magnitude and the orientation of the present day stress field. If the stress field in the Earth changed today, that area would probably not be active, but maybe some other area might be. So the mid-continent United States looks pretty simple compared to places like California, but really in detail it's kind of just full of small faults, and any of those could be reactivated at any time. Any of these zones of weakness can be reactivated. Right now it seems to be the new Madrid area.